Another video about Phantasmal Flames. It is likely cooked before it's officially released. Releasing uh, the official release of Phantasmal Flames is occurring tomorrow, 14th of November. You can already see that the chase card, which is the Mega Charizard X EX SAR 125 out of 94, is dropping already from its all-time high of $2,000, and now you're seeing these $1,000. Okay, if you go on eBay, you look at the sold and completed prices. You're seeing 1,000. Okay, here's the 1,700 with bids, 849, 850, 850. You can see people already are quite rushed to dump this card, because more and more of these cards will be pulled upon official release and also in the weeks of release. And this is supposed to be the card that's going to carry the set. And you can already see that it was hovering in the 1,000, above 1,000, and now it's around this $900 to $800 region. Now, can you imagine the amount of supply that's going to come through upon official release? More and more of this card will be pulled. Yes, don't get me wrong. This is probably the best looking modern Charizard card, and potentially even the top looking Charizard card of all times, or at least one of the top. And yeah, it's really hitting the $800 region, and we can only imagine how many more of this is going to be pulled. In terms of listing, some people are still listing in the low 1,000s, and people are still okay. Yeah, you see this one, buy it now, 895. Australian dollar 1,400, 894, 1,200, 1,200. This is an auction that's happening, 510. Well, this still hasn't ended, so who knows the price? Who know what the price will be upon the end? But definitely, people are in a rush to sell this card, and we shall see. Now, taking a look at the gold card. Let's see over here. Last sold, well, auction ended at 810, 999, and 780. I've seen some videos out there. So apparently, uh, Mega Charizard X EX SRR will have similar pull rates to other SRRs in the Mega Evolution. Probably is slightly better, but in terms of pulling this specific SRR, I think it's around 400 to 500 packs. Now that is not difficult at all compared to a set like Mega Evolutions or Journey Together. It's even easier to pull than a particular SIR in Journey Together. And this gold card is supposed to be one out of every 1,200 packs, and it's around the same price as the SIR. Now, will that relationship flip upon release? Potentially, but right now, during the pre-release, it seems to be around the same price. Given the pull rates, I think this gold card might overtake the SIR over time. That's just my speculation. And also, yeah, this card, where do I see the price of this card landing upon release? I think upon release and maybe the weeks leading release, well, after release, this card will be below 500. Very possible to be below 500. And eventually, where do I think this card is gonna level off? We're probably looking at the $300 to $400 region. For this card, also probably gonna be 500 upon release, and also hovering around the 300 to 400 region. It's unfortunate because it is really a small set, and the supply of this card would just be immense upon release. And as more and more of this card is going to pull, the singles market will not be strong. Let's take a look at again at sort of the products over there, and then what the set is composed of, and then you can really tell that it's yeah, not really gonna do that well. Okay, there's only 5 special illustration rare Mega Evolution Pokemon EX and supporter cards. So, in fact, there's only 4 SRR Pokemons. And one of the SRRs is a trainer, which is Dawn. So, definitely not looking positive from a pull rate perspective, i.e., it's going to be very easy to pull a specific SRR. Illustration rare wise, it's also not that strong because I couldn't really find a strong illustration rare from the set besides from the mouth. That's probably going to be the most expensive illustration rare just from my view, because that's probably the only popular Gen 1 Pokemon from there. The other illustration rares will probably be a bit weak upon release, but we shall see. In terms of products, I think all these sealed products will ultimately be impacted by the set value. So where do I see the set value sitting for this particular set? It should sit somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 upon release, and then gradually gravitate towards the $1,000 region. That's where I see the set. It's unfortunate. It was supposed to be an extremely strong set, but yeah, I think they got cooked, and there's no Mega Gengar SIR. In fact, Mega Gengar SIR is going to appear in the next set, Mega Diancie. Not Mega Diancie, the Mega Dream EX Japanese set, and whatever our English equivalent set's name is going to be. So booster box values will definitely not hold the $300 region. I expect it to go very quickly to $250 upon release, and probably even going towards the $200 mark. But you would say, okay, so if it's you're asking if it's gonna be a set value of 1,000, surely it's gonna be still higher than a few Scarlet and Violet sets, potentially. But remember, this is a very new product, so it's there's still gonna be reprints of this. So yeah, that's really my take on it. Really not trying to hate. I've also got some pre-orders in and expecting to get some products upon release. I still think, you know what, these pack cards are cool, and I really like the Charizard artwork. But still, just from investment perspective, I don't see this set doing well, at least in the short term. Maybe in the long term, just based on the community sentiment, there's not too much demand for Phantasmal Flames. This might cause Pokemon to not print as much, so that, you know what, it might just get that benefit of not having too many supply into the sealed products, but we shall see.